Hello everyone, Miss Liz here. Welcome to Tinker Lab. Today I am making a fall themed sensory bag. So join me on a nature hunt for autumn colors. So it's a bit early in the season for really bright colors, and I have been struggling to find anything. These leaves here are looking pretty good, but I'm actually feeling a bit suspicious and a little afraid of harvesting them. After walking around for a bit longer, I decided to install a plant identification app to confirm my suspicion that those leaves were not safe to touch. The app I'm using is called Picture This. Okay, so that wound up being poison ivy, so I'm really glad that I decided to be careful. And let's just say I recommend the same. If you're gonna wander around your yard picking up leaves and trying to find pretty things, like being a little safe by doing something as simple as installing an identification app might be a good idea. Now that I'm done collecting, let's dump all of these leaves out on the table. I managed to get a little bit of a haul despite being early in the season for fall colors. Let's take a look at what I got, and oh, look, a little spider. I somehow managed to bring in a live spider. I'm gonna take this guy outside and then we will get going on assembling the sensory bag. All I'm doing here is taking all of the leaves, putting them back in the bag, making sure that I like everything that I have and that there are no other live spiders or other bugs on there. I decided to add some more sparkly bits and bobs to my sensory bag. I've got some little sequins here, so I'm just going to add in some gold ones and some orange ones. I also found some gold glitter, so I'm going to sprinkle that in there as well. This giant container full of sequins looked like a lot of fun, so I grabbed some interesting little bits out of there. Now it's time for the most important part of this sensory bag, cooking oil. You can use any oil. I just found that this gave it a really nice texture with the elements inside and made them very floaty and free, whereas in water they tend to just either float to the top or sink to the bottom. Here's one final element that I was really excited about. I had a little bit of mica powder left over from another project. It's a ground up mineral that's found in a lot of cosmetics and soaps, and it's very, very sparkly. So I just took some of that and mixed it with the oil. I figured I'd do it like you do gravy. Anyone who's made gravy before knows that you can't just like pour flour into a big pot of water. You gotta start it slowly and mix it up. And I thought it was looking really good. A bit like those iridescent hand soaps that you use. So I'm just stirring that up there. Even looking at it on the video now, I'm still thinking that's looking real nice. I love that swirly effect, kind of like a fortune teller's ball that she would look into. It looks really nice. But then I poured it into the bag, and I just wouldn't recommend this step. It really clouded everything up and made it harder to see my little bits and pieces that were in there. It was neat in the cup, but once I put it in the bag, I just would not recommend it. Now we're all assembled, so I'm going to seal up the bag, and then we can get to playing with it. At this point where I duck into the frame, I'm just going, what the heck? You have got to see what I see inside of this bag with leaves. Do you see that? That is an earwig. There is not one earwig in there, but there are 3 earwigs. Going over the footage now, I'm still not sure where they came from. They must have been inside that curled up leaf, but either it's cool or it's gross. But that wound up in my sensory bag, so maybe you will have a similar experience. Thanks for joining me. Bye!